a bag. I didn't go back there to find it, so. What's in the bag?
A couple laptops.
Your laptops or someone else's?
My laptops.
Okay.
So the only thing I found in that bag was 2 laptops. Do you have a laptop in here?
Well, I have 2 laptops that are unplugged, mine and my husband's.
Welcome back to Advocacy, Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. Back on April 22nd, 2024, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota police received a 911 call for a burglary that was in progress. Now, this intruder wasn't just a stranger off the street, but a sitting state senator, Nicole Mitchell. What followed was a case that blurred the lines between family drama and felony law. I'll tell you now, she has been found guilty. She hasn't been sentenced yet. And we'll talk about all that at the end. But let's get to the interesting part. Let's look at the body cam. Let's jump in.
County 911.
Somebody just broke into my house.
Oh,
They just ran down into my basement.
Did you get a look at him at all?
No, it was completely dark. I tripped over him. He was on the floor next to my bed. He ran downstairs into my basement.
Okay. Can you hear him breaking out the window in the basement?
I'm not hearing anything right now.
Okay.
There's a basement, a drop window that can crank open. I don't know.
Okay.
Please just get here.
I'll stay on the line with you. Don't worry. I have officers en route right now. If you hear anything, just let me know what's going on, okay? Are you armed?
I have a little steak knife in my hand right now.
A steak knife? Okay. All right.
I don't know where they could have. I don't see any. My yard lights haven't come on outside or anything. You know, the motion light in the back or anything.
Did you notice any vehicles or anything like that?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Am I speaking with Carol?
Yes. I don't know what the hell's going on. My God.
Did you hear anything at all?
No. Is that place?
There's officers that just came outside your residence, yeah. You just came in there.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still.
You're good. Where's
Here. There's a drop window in the back side of the house, and I don't know if that's.
Is he outside or inside?
He ran down here.
Okay, I'll go down there. You stay back here.
Okay.
Police department! Make yourself known! Police department! Make yourself known! 37 Becker, got a little motion underneath the stairs in the house. Sounds like he's trying to get outside of the back to the north of the house. Police department, make yourself known! He's still in the house. A lot of motion underneath the stairs. Sounds like he's trying to get outside through a window. Police department, make yourself known now!
Where to?
He's the other officer's downstairs.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if he.
Try to bit off.
Here, watch out. Where's he at?
Here underneath the stairs.
Police department! Underneath the stairs?
That's what I was hearing motion at.
Is there a way to get underneath the stairs?
Becker 05, if you come up long, looks like there's a long driveway right to the back of the residence.
Another bathroom there. Another bathroom there. It's a disaster because my husband passed away in last year and everything's.
Get on the ground.
Okay.
I'll go. You stay back. Stay back. Stay back.
Hands behind your back.
Carol? Yeah? It's Nicole.
It's Nicole?
I was just trying to get a couple of my dad's things because he wouldn't talk to me anymore.
She also stole documents out of my house. She's my stepdaughter.
I didn't steal any documents. How did I steal documents?
Nicole, what's your last name?
Mitchell.
Stand up.
No
anything on
one
you?
stole anything, Carol. I don't have anything on
Take
me.
her out if you want to talk. You got anything on you?
No. I have a flashlight. That's it.
Okay.
God's sakes. Why was she squatting down next to my bed?
Who is this to you?
Pardon?
Who is this to you?
She's my stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter.
She's also a Minnesota senator. She lives in the Twin Cities.
She's a senator?
Yeah. Yeah. Was.
Was or is currently?
Well, she is. I meant after this.
Oh.
Oh my God. My husband passed away, just her father. And the day after he died, her aunt came here and they walked out with all these, it was two of my husband's sisters. She's very close to one of them, Nancy.
Okay.
They were walking out the door with all these forms and I ran out the door. I said, what are you guys doing? Nancy said, we're just trying to help you, just trying to figure out where you are financially.
No, it's my partner.
Okay.
Anything else in here? Did
No,
you drop
there's
anything
not.
else?
No,
Okay.
sir.
All right.
She's gonna do what she's gonna do.
Okay.
My dad died last year. She's paranoid. Well, now she's really paranoid. But can I just grab my shoes?
Where are your shoes at?
Just under the thing.
1015 is a senator from Minnesota.
Where's he at?
He's downstairs with her still.
Why are your shoes stuck all the way on there?
Well, because I was trying to get him with my feet.
Has she done this before?
Not that, but she's insisted that my son should get nothing, she should get everything, all that stuff.
Where'd she come in at?
Get into my banks.
You know?
I don't have a clue.
You don't know?
No.
Any doors that are open?
My doors,
Does she have
both of them
keys?
had those
Those sticks?
sticks on them.
Any windows open that you don't know of?
The kitties haven't run off, and so
Okay, any windows in the basement? To the basement?
that's the one I think that she must have come in.
Where's that window at?
When everyone tried to help her right after the funeral,
She's not trying to help me. She's trying to get money.
she kept. I can show you my
Okay.
bank account.
Well, let's go upstairs.
Obviously, I'm not good at this.
All right, let's go out the front door here.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're leaving.
Yeah, we'll go to my car here quick and we'll let you sit down. And
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
That window?
Over there. Yep.
Okay. Is this her bag?
Must be. I don't know.
Yeah, stuck in the window.
Do you mean to go out and try to get it out?
Yeah. I'll take a picture out before I touch it.
Something woke me up.
Did you hear something?
Something woke me up.
Okay.
I stepped over the side of the bed and there was a body laying on the floor next to my bed.
Okay.
What would you do?
Do you know what she'd be here for?
Paperwork, bank account numbers. I have no idea what she
Okay. I guess we'll check that bag, see if anything in there is yours.
Yes.
37, you can close that window.
That
It looks like one of
I also noticed a hammer on the steps. You might want to ask about that on your way up.
3705, where'd you say that hammer was?
Steps, last step before the door.
all right, have a seat. Are those tight? Hold on. Get up. You just want to make sure they're locked so they don't tighten up on you.
This is not my normal life.
So you are in custody. I'm going to read you your Miranda rights, okay?
Okay.
Nicole, you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand each of these rights I've just explained to you?
I do.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me now?
I'm just hoping this mistake won't completely away. I know I did something bad. After the funeral, my aunts tried to help her. She thinks they stole from her when they were just trying to get her affairs in order.
Okay.
she has progressively cut off the family.
Can I stop you quick?
Yeah.
What's your relationship to her?
Stepmother.
Stepmother? Okay.
But she's got Alzheimer's, and she's gotten... I know this doesn't help. This
Yeah.
is just going to prove the point. But she's gotten paranoid and thinks we're all out to get her and won't let anyone in the house. I just wanted to get a couple of my dad's mementos, and that's all.
Okay. So what kind of mementos?
A couple pictures and maybe one of his shirts.
How'd you get in the house tonight?
That window
The window? Okay, which window?
where the bag was.
Or the bag? I didn't go back there to find it, so. What's in the bag?
A couple laptops.
Your laptops or someone else's?
My laptops.
Okay. Nothing else in there?
Water.
Water?
I used to be here all the time.
Okay. When's the last time you were here?
10-4, I got the RP
The
Carol.
last time I was here, October or November.
Okay.
And then she just got progressively more paranoid.
Did you see it?
The hammer out there.
On the steps?
Oh.
I had a hammer.
Oh, you had a hammer there?
That one's mine.
That's yours? Okay.
For protection, yeah.
I know it's your bedroom. Was there anything missing it from there?
I don't even know she was.
I know it's your personal space, so. She was laying right here.
She was laying right here. I crawled out of bed and stepped on her.
I'll go take a look at that bag.
Yes, please.
I'll get the adrenaline pumping. So the only thing I found in that bag was 2 laptops. Do you have a laptop in here?
Well, I have 2 laptops that are unplugged, mine and my husband's.
You have 2 laptops.
I had to.
Where are they at?
I don't know.
Do you want to go look for them? Do you know where they were at?
No, I don't even know. I'm also not.
Do you know what they look like?
They're just little laptops.
Would you know if I showed you?
Maybe.
Okay. I'll go get them. What else?
I have I call it the tin box. It's a metal steel gray box that's always had all the legal documents in it.
Okay.
That's what they broke into before. Had her aunt do it and stole a bunch of stuff out of there. And so I was just looking for that. I
Okay.
can't find that anywhere. But
Just want to put the knife away for me?
that's okay.
So what got you to this stage where you thought this was
The ashes, I think.
the ashes?
My cousin had
We're all
died in
being wrong.
November, and my aunt drove all the way out here to get the ashes per an agreement,
Okay.
just to get here to be told, no, never mind.
And so you're here to get,
A couple
Thank you,
mementos.
Marco.
you said pictures, shirt, and ashes?
Well, the ashes got buried
Okay.
before anyone got them.
Yeah,
And I
right.
just wanted to get a couple things before anything else gets.
Have you tried to talk to her before this?
RP, it sounds like an ex-boyfriend, possible PTSD.
We had a fight over the ashes situation, and she at least right now, wouldn't talk to me. It's just gotten progressively worse.
How long has it been since you last talked to her?
A month.
All right, so right now you're under arrest for burglary, okay?
Even if I didn't take anything.
You broke in the house with an intent to commit a crime, so that's burglary. I mean, you're definitely dressed for it, and I understand your situation, but you still can't.
I
I
understand.
mean, there's other ways to try to go through it.
The door off and on, trying to get in.
She Mirandized?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Nicole.
Are those laptops in your backpack yours?
Yes?
Okay. She's saying she's missing 2 laptops.
I mean, I can show you one. It's got my kid's Minecraft game on it.
What's the other one for?
I have one for work.
Okay. And then she's saying something about a tin box. It was in question last time. So
I literally had just got in the house. I hadn't had time to do anything.
okay.
I'm clearly not good at this, but
Yeah?
I know this sounds like an excuse. She has Alzheimer's. She's been misplacing things. I can show you texts going back months saying, you know, things are missing, this and that.
Okay. I'm just asking, so it's not a reason to break anybody's house.
No, that wasn't my intention.
Already.
Okay, so we're in Minnesota, so we're looking at the Minnesota statutes. The first one is burglary in the first degree. This is section 609.582. This law says that entering a dwelling, that's a house, without consent and with the intent to commit a crime while someone is present, that's where a burglary is considered under the Minnesota laws. Now, this is punishable up to 20 years in prison and a fine of up to $35,000. Now, here in Nicole's conduct, she was breaking in at night while Carol, her stepmother, was present. All the elements are met here, and the jury found her guilty. Now, we don't know what the sentence is going to be, but there is a mandatory minimum jail sentence of at least 6 months for first-degree burglary. Now, I'm not sure if she's already done some of that time before, even before trial. And how it works, if you're doing time incarcerated before you go to trial, all that time counts toward any punishment time you get on the back end. All right. Moving on to her second charge, possession of burglary tools. This is found at the Minnesota statute section 609.59. It says, having tools with the intent to commit a burglary falls within this statute. Here, Nicole had a hammer and she had some flashlight gloves. All that fits within the statute. Now, we don't get a chance to see what those flashlight gloves look like on this body cam. There was a hammer found outside the front door, or actually, I'm not sure, outside that exterior door. Now, later, the stepmom, Carol, says that she has a hammer that she keeps for protection, but I don't think she was talking about the same hammer because this hammer was outside and not inside the house. One key principle before we move on to our evidentiary standards that we all should consider. Burglary doesn't require a theft. The crime is complete once you unlawfully enter with some criminal intent. So a burglary is one of those crimes that it's sort of like it's like a math problem. It's like addition. This plus this. This is the first thing. So you got to break in first and then something else happens, some other crime. Okay, let's move into our evidentiary standards next. They're always active for every case, but especially in a case like this. Let's take some time and line this case up step by step. This one is a great example of how a case has evidence that builds over time. All right, let's start at the lowest. Mere suspicion. Now, this is when the police or the government just have a hunch. They don't have anything more than a hunch. There's no evidence they have just yet. Here, think of Carol's gut feeling that Nicole might want the inheritance papers. She doesn't know, but she has an idea. She probably wants the bank account information, all that stuff. That's a suspicion alone. Receiving the call through dispatch. That's based on suspicion alone. They have to go and actually see something or hear some testimony or take a statement from a witness before the government can take any action. All right, so the key thing about mere suspicion, this level, it really just makes the government pay closer attention. They're not going to take any direct action against you just yet, but they will pay closer attention. Moving up a level, reasonable suspicion. Now at this level, the police or the government have specific facts to show that there may be some criminal activity afoot. At this level, the officers can detain someone and ask some questions. Here, officers had that when they responded to the 911 call. The homeowner says she tripped over a person that was in her bedroom. There was some motion detected under the stairs. There was a window pushed open. All that's enough to justify investigating further and finding out they can find the suspect who allegedly broke into this house. Moving up one more level, probable cause. At this level, the police and the government are going to arrest someone. At this level, this is where arrests happen. This is where warrants are issued. This is where we, as the public, usually hear about all that government action. Someone's door got kicked in, or someone had a warrant issued against them and executed. All those things. That's happening here at this level of probable cause. What this means is that there's enough evidence for a reasonable officer to believe that a crime has occurred, is about to occur, or is occurring, and the suspect is involved. Here, officers found Nicole Mitchell down in the basement area. Obviously, she had been moving around, she had taken off her shoes, creeping around, and she was found in the bathroom downstairs. Had pushed open a window to get into the basement. All that's enough to justify an arrest. Moving up a level, reasonable suspicion. Now, at this level, the police or the government are going to arrest someone. At this level, this is where arrests happen. This is where warrants are issued. This is where we usually hear about all that government action. So this is where we usually hear about all that government action. What this means is that there's enough evidence for a reasonable officer to believe that a crime has occurred, is about to occur, or is occurring, and the suspect is involved. Here, officers found Nicole Mitchell down in the basement area. Obviously, she had been moving around, she had taken off her shoes, creeping around, and she was found in the bathroom downstairs. Had pushed open a window to get into the basement. All that's enough to justify Any reasonable person would believe a burglary was in progress with all those facts taken together. You have the entry plus the tools and being found on the premises. That's enough of probable cause. Moving up one more level, we have preponderance of the evidence. Now we're in that civil realm. This is where me and you might sue someone and bring them to court. At this level, we need to have at least 51% of the evidence in our favor to win these types of cases. All right. Now, also, I'll say this is also the level the government must meet for probation hearings and revocation hearings. Various motions, they have to be at least at this level to be successful in many cases. Now, if this were just a lawsuit, Carol's 911 call, the body cam showing Nicole inside without consent, and the backpack stuck in the window, all that really tips the scale past 51%. Any reasonable person can say Nicole shouldn't have been in the house. Let's move up one more level, clear and convincing evidence. Now, this is a stronger bar to meet. At this level, you have to have a firm belief in the claim. It has to be highly probable, substantially likely that your claim is true. It takes about 75% of the evidence in your favor to win these types of cases. Now, this standard is used in the types of cases that require more evidence to prove your point. Or a better way to say it, when you need to provide more receipts to show that something has happened. If there's been a fraud, if you're fighting for minor children in a child custody case, if you're involved in some administrative hearing, whether it be for benefits or something of that nature. This is also the level the government has to meet if they're going to try to bring an enhancement with no underlying charge. Moving up one more level, we have beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, this is the highest standard in the American justice system. This is required for every criminal case, and prosecutors must meet this level for every element of every crime they charge. This means that there is no other reasonable alternative besides the defendant being guilty for the charges that have been brought. It takes anywhere from 90 to 95% of the evidence being in favor of the government to win these types of actions. And when they win, it's called a conviction. Now, to convict in this case, the jury had to be certain in their minds that Nicole entered unlawfully and she intended to commit a crime. They didn't need proof of what she planned to take. The act of breaking in was enough. The guilty verdict shows the jury agreed that the state had erased all reasonable doubt in their minds. All right, now let's put you in the jury box. You're going to be in there with just 11 other people. You all going to make up 12 ordinary people that had to hear all the evidence in this case and make a decision. Now, she's been charged with first-degree burglary and possession of burglary tools. The woman, a state senator. Now here's how the thought process might unfold. We have some first impressions. The body cam shows Nicole dressed in black, crawling through a basement window with a hammer and a backpack. We have her stepmother here, Carol. She calls 911 full of fear, saying she tripped over a person, an intruder, in her bedroom. Now as jurors, you start by asking, does this look and sound like a burglary? Or does this feel like a family misunderstanding? Now, right now, with just what we laid out, sounds like a burglary. We didn't even know these two people were related until the woman was arrested on the ground and called out, "Carol, it's me." Now, Nicole says she's only there for sentimental items, photos, a shirt, maybe ashes of her father. But then we find out, well, the father's ashes have been buried already. So photos, a shirt, and these two laptops? Carol insists that Nicole came for legal papers, bank information, and inheritance documents. Now, as a juror, which story rings true? And how much does Carol's memory trouble, possibly a real Alzheimer's diagnosis, how does that affect your confidence in her version of events? Now let's turn to how much weight we'll give these witnesses. Now, Nicole was calm, she's cooperative, but she admits, I know I did something bad, and I hope this doesn't my life up. Now, Carol, the homeowner, she appears frantic. She made the 911 call. She's confused. It's the middle of the night, guys. Look, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Would you weigh Carol's real-time fear more heavily than her courtroom memory gaps? Or would her inconsistencies plant doubt in your mind? Now, I'll say this. I put this part in here. Apparently, she had some issues really remembering some things, even remember how many grandchildren she had by the time they brought this to trial. And that's one of the issues that the government has to deal with about their witnesses, especially when they're elderly. All right, let's take a look at the evidence that was actually there at the scene. We have a hammer, got a backpack, we got some missing laptops. But remember, intent is always going to be key when we talk about these different crimes that the state is bringing. Burglary doesn't require a theft, only the entry with intent to commit a crime. So you can prove intent sometime with circumstantial evidence, meaning that other facts in the case will help prove something that is logically true. If I go into a place wearing all black, a balaclava, and have a backpack with a hammer in it, logically, I'm going to get arrested. Now, maybe I can say, hey, I'm Professor Ross, let me go. But no, I'm probably going to have to get put in those cuffs and get put in the back of a car. All right, but anyways, as a juror, you have to ask yourself, why sneak in at night? 1, through a window. 2, dressed in dark clothes. 3, if I was truly having some innocent intent. It doesn't make much sense, does it? Now, the biggest curveball is that this person is a public official, a state senator, someone who you would believe is sworn to uphold the law. Now, should her position hold her to a higher standard, or should she be judged just like any other regular person? As a juror, does the defendant having a public role, does it make you lean toward accountability, or does it risk unfairly pressuring you to convict her? Does it make you more biased? Now here, the jury in Nicole's case actually deliberated for 3 hours, and they brought back guilty on both charges. Once again, her sentencing isn't set until September of this year. So she has a month before she finds out what her punishment's going to be. Now, I don't practice in Minnesota, but being a person that's practiced law for a while, a good while now, I think that she's probably going to be given a lighter sanction. And because this was family members, she might get that 180 days, or it might be suspended. Now, she's going to get some probation, but I don't think they're going to, I don't think she's going to prison for very long. I'll just say it like that. We'll find out next month. I'll report back with you all about how this one ends. If you're on this jury, you tell me, guilty or not guilty. Once again, this is Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. That's in Becker County. This case is more than just about the headlines. It's a real reminder that the law applies to everyone, from everyday citizens to elected senators. Nicole Mitchell, she said she only wanted keepsakes, but the facts told a different story. You have a forced open window, a hammer on the stairs, a terrified 911 call, and her own words, I know I did something bad. The jury weighed grief against evidence and decided the state had proved this case beyond a reasonable doubt. In the end, Nicole Mitchell went from a state senator to a jail cell, showing us that no position of power excuses breaking the law. So, what do you think? Was this all an act of a desperate darter, or was it clear intent of a burglar? Should the law treat lawmakers more harshly or exactly the same as everyone else? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and also remember, this is Advocacy Alchemy, and I am Professor Ross. I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone have a great day. Be safe out there.
I'm so tired of these people stealing so many. Be sure to subscribe to Advocacy Alchemy and come back tomorrow at 8:45 for a new lecture.